Art today is to create a collage about Derby based on the poem that we've looked at today, and you could use those small sketches that you've done that could help you to start off. So We Are Derby, the poem, was written in April 2019 based around Derby County Football Club. However, we have learnt a lot more about Derby in the last couple of weeks, and I'm sure you have your own experiences of Derby and what it has to offer, and therefore what it means to you. So first things first, I want you to create a mind map, a brain shower, or whatever you want to call it at the minute, of all the great things that are Derby. So I've started and I've just gone through the poem and picked out all the things that are mentioned in the poem. But then I had to think about it and I thought there's a lot more to Derby than this, so I had to do another one because I ran out of space and I could fill in a few more bits. Things that you might associate with Derby. I've still got the things on that we've talked about: Royal Crown Derby, Rolls-Royce, Derby County Football Club. But when I was searching for images, I always thought, oh, there's also the Roundhouse, which is linked with the building of trains. We've been to the University of Derby for a visit. That's important in Derby. And I just had a quick look to see which or who's famous, who came from Derby. So you might not recognise some of those names, but you might know Jack O'Connell, who's an actor. Your adults might know Timothy Dalton, who played one of the James Bonds. So I've created a little bit of a larger list, and I thought that might help me more in my collage. So from my brain shower mind map, whatever you wanted to call it, whether you've done your own or as a group, I then started to collect some images. So I did a pic collage, which I'm sure will be shown, of the various things that I could find. I even managed to find a logo for Belper Nails, which was quite exciting. And I've got a few sheets that you could use as images for different things. That is the Roundhouse in Derby by the station. That's very famous. It's possibly the only one, no, there's maybe two or maybe a couple of others that are still intact. This is now a venue, but you can still see the train pits in the one in Derby. So that's quite famous for Derby. There was also, what else did I find? I found the quad. That's quite new to Derby. And on this pic collage, there's the arena. That's obviously only recently been built. And that we had the Knife Angel that came to Derby quite recently. So lots of things that you could add into your collage that's not actually in the poem that we've read, but that's fine. Putting it all together is the next challenge. So I've got my mind map of all the different things in Derby. I've got my selection of pictures to help me, so I can start along with my sketches. Now, this is my start. I haven't quite finished it yet. But I started with the ram in the centre. I then wanted to put two similar shaped things either side, so I chose the Rolls-Royce engine on the right-hand side and the Crown Derby pattern on the other side. From there, that created almost like the front of the train with the two circles as the lights that I sort of took from that picture. So I incorporated the front of the train. I then, because I quite liked it and I was quite excited that I found it, the Belper nails, you might be able to just see the swirl here and the swirl underneath of the logo on the Belper nails. Coming back to the picture, I then tried to include the tops of the stand at Pride Park. So that's as far as I've got so far, just trying to incorporate little bits from the pictures for ideas to try and create my collage. It might change, it might just develop, so wait and see what's going to happen next. The final piece. So it's pretty much as I